Welcome to Brilliantly British. My name is Lawrence and today I'm going to show you how to make almond barley. So, as I show you how, please sit back, relax with a cup of tea in hand, putting those feet of yours up to, and enjoy this episode. And don't forget to subscribe. 1, 2, 3 delicious barley recipes have appeared on the channel, all of which showcase the versatility of the barley grain. And in this episode, we assure you it'll be no different, given that this time around we'll be sharing a recipe for another Italian risotto rival in the form of this appetizing yet understated dish. This, my friends, is almond barley, which, as the name suggests, is a creamy barley dish flavored with freshly ground almonds. And step by step, we'll share our recipe with you before we crown things off as per usual with a session of tasting at the end. So now, with the introductions made and your interest peaking, allow me to show you how to turn these into this. To begin preparing your almond barley, with a blender, mince and combine shallots, carrots and celery with an initial splash of stock to facilitate the mincing, with the result being a fine vegetable mince, which should be turned out once made and momentarily set aside. Turning your attention to the almonds, in a food processor set to run at a medium speed, begin blending the nuts, using the time while you wait to relax and rehydrate with Brilliantly British content in hand, making sure of course to like and subscribe. Thank you. From time to time, as the nuts are pureed, it may be necessary to stop your machine to free the contents from the sides before continuing. But with patience, the result should be a smooth and aromatic almond puree, which should be turned out into a bowl before being also set aside. To begin cooking the almond barley in a pan over a medium heat, proceed by melting butter, into which your vegetable mince should be turned before being left to cook with bay leaves and a pinch of salt under a lid, until most, if not all, of the moisture has evaporated, with the vegetable base being cooked. At which point your barley should be turned in and drenched with a welcome splash of white wine or white port to deglaze the pan, followed by the summoning of your stock, which should be poured into the pan in order to submerge the barley before being brought to a gentle simmer before being left to cook gently under a lid, leaving you with yet more time to relax and rehydrate, not forgetting to browse and enjoy our wide range of British recipes, as always helping us out by remembering to like and subscribe. After uncovering moments later, feel free to stir in crushed or finely minced garlic before cooking further whilst covered. Thereafter, removing the bay leaves, recalling your almond puree, as well as adding additional stock should the consistency become too thick for your liking, before finishing with fresh chopped parsley and optionally salt and pepper to taste. And not forgetting, of course, the all-important rosewater. Perfect. To serve, either finally stir in creme fraiche or, like me, plate and then spoon on as an elegant alternative to finish. And so now, with an almond barley made and your interest peaking, I think it's high time for tasting, tasting, tasting. Are you ready? Are you steady? 3, 2, 1. This dish is wonderfully subtle and stunning because, first and foremost, the sweetness from the nuts hits you, then you're overtaken with the lovely aromas from the vegetable base of this dish, namely the celery, the shallots, the carrots. We've got the subtleness of the parsley coming through, the lovely aromatic flavour from the rosewater, which thankfully in this dish, and when you make it yourselves, you'll be able to find that balance because when you do find it, it appears at the end after you chew and enjoy it. The rose water does come through and just leaves behind this lovely fragrant aroma. And of course, let me not forget to mention that this dish is quite rich. There's butter, there's the nut base of course, and there's the lovely creme fraiche to round and refresh everything. Simply put, this is stunning, and on its own it can be enjoyed as a nice vegetarian dish, or it can be enjoyed as a lovely side dish with a piece of chicken, pork, or even a piece of fish, whichever of those takes your fancy. And so now, with all of that being said, please, please, please assemble, gather the ingredients to make this dish, because it will be 110% worth it. So please, please, please make this dish, please. Thank you all for allowing me to show you how to make almond barley. Knowing that you loved this episode, don't forget to click on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button so that you don't miss any of our new releases. Tell everyone, and I mean everyone, that you know about the brilliantly British food on this channel, and follow us on all of the social media platforms that this channel is on, and I will see you